there, Daddy Brad, what are you up to?
Daddy Clay, I've been crunching some numbers and I've come up with a conclusion.
Uh-oh.
In order to ensure the financial success of my kids in the future, I'm not going to send them to college.
Well that's smart, idiot. What are you talking about? You gotta send your kids to college.
No. Consider this. The College Board says that a BA essentially will help you double your earning power over your lifetime working. That's about, $1 million average.
$1 million?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Done deal.
Yeah, sounds good. But it's gonna cost me $200,000 to send my kid to a private college.
Okay.
Take the $200,000, invest it in a mutual fund, and then when my boy turns 18, I'm gonna send him off to the great Quiznos University. By the time he retires from making those toasty, tasty sandwiches, he's gonna have a cool $5.8 million waiting for him. I mean, even adjusted for inflation, stock market outperforms college.
Well, that's just it's a silly argument. I mean, really, I know you're trying to be funny because, I mean, think about any great, successful people and they've all been, Michael Dell or, LeBron James or that guy who did Microsoft.
Yeah, Bill?
Yeah. They didn't go to college, did they?
No, my point exactly.
No. That sucks.
Yeah.
So clearly, a college education for your children is not just about the money. It's not about them getting a fancy job or a nice house. It's really about the experience, because a college education
Sorry.
is not a commodity. It's about creating an
It's sorry, I had something stuck in my throat, like a bill for $250,000.
Okay, Daddy Brad, we get it. It's expensive. Duh. So that's why you have to talk about your philosophy and your values before you set out to create a strategy about how to pay for college.
I value $250,000.
Values like, is a good college education for your children more important than a few extra square feet in your house or a fancier car?
Not getting the connection here, Daddy Clay.
Or, for example, do you want to give your child choice when choosing the college of their dreams?
Absolutely. My kids can go to any college they want as long as it has Austin Community College in the title right there.
And how comfortable do you feel with your child having some debt after college?
Comfortable as a mole in a gopher hole.
This is actually a parenting expertise site. Like, we give advice. I don't know if you picked up on that, but that's kind of what we do here.
Yeah, I'm giving good advice.
Okay, so maybe it's time for us to build a financial model for you to pay for college.
Absolutely.
Your kids are gonna see this.
See it? I'm gonna show it to them, dude. They need to know.
Boy.
Here are the ugly numbers. Current tuition, average tuition at public schools, $5,800. Private colleges and universities, $22,000. Now you add in living expenses, books, you need books. Also travel expenses, well, start spinning that wheel. Let's assume that you have a 5% average annual tuition increase each year. Say you want to send your 9-year-old to a private college. You're gonna need, $200,000. How about your 5-year-old wants to go to the public U? You're gonna need another $100,000. And then your 3-year-old, well, they wanna go to a private university. That's gonna cost you $250,000. You add all those up, that comes up to $550,000. Whew, that's a lot of money.
Hey.
Hey.
I've got a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old or 3-year-old.
You do?
It's kind of funny how you...
Yeah, well, But Daddy Clay, it's not just about the money. College, it's not a commodity.
Dude, you want to look out for that giant calculator.
What?
So, let's take the $200,000 it's going to cost me to send my 4th grader to college in a few years and break it down. First, let's go ahead and take 10% off the top because nobody pays sticker price for college anymore. That's because of the over 4,600 degree granting institutions in this country, only a tiny percentage has competitive admissions. The rest of these schools are out there chasing qualified students with grants and scholarships. 10% is a pretty average number. So let's just assume we're going to take that right off the top. For the rest, parents have got to come up with savings, current income, and loans. Dude, sorry about the whole giant calculator squishing your guts out.
Don't worry about it. Okay, for simplicity's sake, let's assume a third, and a third.
So with our $200,000 private tuition, minus our 10% discount, that's 60, 60, and 60. Now let's start with current income. This is the amount of tuition that you pay out of your annual salary. $60,000, $15,000 a year for college. Now it sounds like a lot, but think about this. How much do you pay for daycare? Okay, so you assume an annual increase of 5%, and really college doesn't cost anything more than daycare.
Yeah, interesting. Most colleges offer financial aid, but a lot of this is in the form of loans, which you have to pay back, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, so, okay, let's say you need $60,000, and the average kid graduates with a debt of about $20,000 today. Let's say you split it with Junior. It's good for him to have some skin in the game. He gets the low-interest government loans, and you cover yours with private plus loans. Well, $30,000, so that's $371 a month over the next 10 years.
That's what you'll owe.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the current income and we've got the loans. So now savings. You need to have $60,000 in savings. How do you save $60,000? It's a lot. Well, let's assume a 7% compounded return on our investment, and we've got 18 years to save. That means you need to sock away $160 a month from the month your baby is born.
Never going out to eat again.
So you can take that money and you can put it into a 529 fund. There's some good tax benefit here, but it also limits your flexibility, which may actually be a good thing, particularly if you're like Brad.
Cable's gone.
Like money. Anybody want to go to Vegas?
Oh, I do. When are we going?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Let's get on.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, roll it, baby!
Okay, so let me get this straight. It's like $160 a month from the time the kid's born. $15,000 a year for 4 years, and then $371 a month for 10 years. I mean, I think we can swing that.
Don't you have 3 kids?
God, I hate you. Why do I do this with you?
Here are a few things to remember. Always pay off higher interest debt before you start saving. Sure. And conventional wisdom says that it's easier for a 21-year-old to retire debt than it is for a 50-year-old who's cramming for retirement.
So they can go off and smoke dope and read Chuck Palahniuk novels and coffee and black turtlenecks and
Chuck Hooley knew who?
Meet girls.
Yeah, girls. Well, that's all for us here at the DadLabs.
You know what?
Chuck Hooley who?
He's a novelist,
like
dude.
Like a whirlybird?
Learn how to read.
Dude, who'd you said earlier?
Fortune 500 companies, there's more CEOs that went to small state colleges than the Ivy League.
Huh, interesting.
It shows those schools are much better at making criminals.
You went to the Ivy League, didn't you?
Kiss my ass. Look what it got me.
Yeah.